Okay, I want to do a quick video to show you when you first get MAXRemove, it comes with this white cap on it. So you know, when you use it, you're going to remove the cap and you're probably going to, fill it in a dilution bottle to dilute it, like 4:1 or whatever dilution ratio. The dilution ratios are on the back of the bottle. Here, let me put this back on here so I don't spill it. But the directions have the dilution ratios. So, so you'll dilute it into this dilution bottle, and it has measurements on here where you fill water in here first, okay, up to a certain amount. And then the rest you put the product in. So you always do water first, because if you do the product first, you're not going to have your lines correct. And the reason we do it where you do water first is because it'll foam on you when you start trying to put water in it. It's going to start foaming and overflowing, as you're putting water in it. So you want to put the water in first, then this. So the way you do it is it comes with this little pop cap, okay? So you would just take this off, put the pop cap on, okay, and then you will, I don't know if that's in the shot or not, you will then pour it, in here. So that's how that works. Okay, and you fill it up. Now when you store these, okay, this bottle, you want to store it with the cap, this cap on it, or put the white cap back on it. Okay, either way is good. You want to do that. This one, you want to store it by closing this all the way tight, to seal it tight. Because what happens, especially if you're storing these in your garage, there's temperature swings. Over time, and you should do this with all chemicals. If you have spray heads, just tighten the head, or if you're using this type of, here, let me grab this bottle. If you're using this type spray head, this black one that it comes with as well, like if you're going to spray straight concentrate, it has these settings, okay? I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. So it has a spray pattern, it has an off, okay, the X, and it has a stream pattern, just depending on what situation you're in. Make sure that's focusing. And then off again. You want to turn this to off when you store this. Preferably, I would take this off and take this trigger, and I would turn it upside down and empty it. Like, just keep spraying it and make sure there's nothing in it. Of course, you need to turn it back on. So then you would just spray it, okay, and get all the chemical out of it. And that's standard practice for any chemical, because they'll dry in here and just gum it up, so that's why you want to do that, because chemicals, they do dry, all of them do. So always empty your spray triggers. Some people like to run water through it. You could do that too. So, but then make sure you turn it to off, okay, off, and then put it back in the bottle, okay, and close it. Preferably, I would store with this pop cap or this white cap, completely seal it, okay. Now, the reason, again, temperature swings, where I was going, what happens with temperature swings, it causes pressure to build up in the bottles of chemicals, and it'll start pushing chemical up and out the trigger. People don't realize that. So if you've ever picked a bottle up off the shelf and it's got a ring around the bottom where you think the bottle's leaking, well, it's not. What's happening is the bottle is leaking out of the trigger because pressure's building up in it. So that's why you want to turn these to off. So anyway, so that's how you want to do it. Turn this one to off, turn this one to off. Preferably store it with the white cap or the pop cap, and always turn your triggers upside down and empty them. So that's standard practice.